Hi, this is Don McAvinci, and welcome to this week's episode or video of my 7 spiritual coaching minutes, all brought to you through the new coaching program I'm doing called Your Perfect Life, which also has a Facebook page called Your Perfect Life if you want to go to that and join the group. Love to have you there if you're not there already. So I wanted to talk a little bit today in this video about what you can do to bring your spiritual life into, probably the expectation to bring it into every single minute is a bit much. But maybe we can think about like how to bring our spiritual lives more and more into our daily lives so that when the time comes for us to remember that we feel like we're a bit disconnected, we can go ahead and just like take a step, hit the switch, and return to a feeling of connection. In some ways, we do have to define this a little bit because when I say bringing your spiritual life into your daily life, what I partially mean is the tradition that's been in the West anyway is that in many ways spiritual life is relegated, or had been anyway for a long time, relegated to, Sundays from about 9:30 till about 11:30. I remember as a kid going to Mass. We were raised Catholic. Going to Mass and being in this really kind of extravagant, ritualistic ceremony. And sometimes there'd be like a breakfast afterwards or coffee and donuts afterwards. And I would hear people at those events directly after this Mass gossiping in negative ways, hurtful ways about people that were in the congregation or people that were like struggling. I remember one family, there was a divorce, and this was before divorce was so prevalent. And that person who actually came back to the church and was really shunned by people. It was a really uncomfortable moment. I can remember, like I was only like 9 years old or something when that gentleman returned to the church, but boy, it was powerful. So that seemed really discordant to me, that people would be gossiping like directly after this big ritual, this supposedly this God connection kind of ritual. And it didn't make much sense to me. And since I've had many teachers, including people like, from Gandhi's philosophy about living your spiritual life every single day, having it be really